music of Friday's Angst. And now, from Alumni Auditorium at Champlain College, here's Tim!
Wow! Nice job. All right. All right. All right. You are crazy tonight, just crazy. All right, good evening and welcome to the show, everybody. Obviously in a good mood out there tonight, are you not? Whoa, yes, and we're celebrating everything, including birthdays out there in the studio audience tonight. Isn't that right? All right. Well, we've got some big news here at Late Night Saturday. We are only 5 episodes away from our 100th episode. Yep. And boy, oh boy, we are planning such a big party for you, and we want you to all be a part of it, and we'll keep you updated with what's going on for our big birthday party. But first, let's take a look at our picture of the week. It comes to us from the set of a movie set that is being made by our friends at Champlain Motion Pictures and is being shot all over the state. It's right there on your TV. In this picture is Jason Argento, Luis Guzman, who's been on the show, and Skip Hardy. Now check out the shirt that Skip has on. It has an LNS logo right in the middle of it, and we're told that this shirt was worn in a scene from the film. How about that? So, remember, if you have a picture that somehow involves Late Night Saturday, go ahead and send it in to us at www.latenightsaturday.com, and we'll put it on the show. Okay, speaking of Champlain Motion Pictures, they caught up once again with the shopping cart hunter. Let's have a look.
Tablets carry around us, or the North American shopping cart is rarely observed exhibiting any kind of violent behavior. The sole exception, barring physical assault from a few natural predators, is the process of mating. A docile and placid creature by nature will suddenly become a creature bent on metallic mating frenzy. The courting rituals of the North American shopping cart are surprisingly simple. Remaining almost catatonically still, the male will position himself 12.27 feet from the female. Those who have observed this behavior may not often recognize it for what it truly is, a mating dance in full maneuver. Though it may appear static and unproductive to the untrained eye, the final result is always quite effective. Back to you, Tim.
All right. The shopping cart hunter. Yes, bizarre mating they have with shopping carts. All right, well, hopefully he'll catch up with some more shopping carts, and they'll get back to us with some more of those episodes. But right now, let's find out who the lovely Miss Jen Jen has over there on the prize wheel, and we're told that it is Denise from Moortown, Vermont.
Hello.
Hey, Denise. Denise, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Denise,
it's great to be here.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you here. Now, Denise, you have a special title that you hold here in Vermont. Can you tell the folks what it is?
It's Vermont's only Korean stand-up comic.
How about that? All right. So, Denise, you know what? Maybe for season 4, we could have you come on and be a guest on Late Night Saturday and do some comedy. Would you like to do that?
That would be excellent.
All right.
Woo!
Well, right now, we want the lovely Miss Jen Jen to go ahead and spin that wheel for you, find out exactly what it is that you're going to win. All kinds of prizes up on the prize wheel for you, and we'll find out exactly which one it's going to land on for you. Whatever it lands on, Denise, that's the prize that you're going to be going home with this evening. We love all our sponsors here at Late Night Saturday, and it looks like, well, I hope that you're a golfer, Denise, because it's just landed, that's right, it's just landed on the Vermont National Country Club. That means that you, exactly. What was that one more time? You've just won a golf for 4 people, including cart and Jed's Maple Mud. Because you can't golf without Jed's Maple Mud. So be sure to listen to Champ 101.3 for details about upcoming shows. We'll be back with a whole lot more Late Night Saturday right after this. All right. Thank you very much, and welcome back to the show. Hey, we wanted to check in with our man out on the street and find out where he is. Chris, are you out there anywhere?
Down here taking advantage of the new gym memberships that you got for all of us LNS employees.
Oh, yeah, you know what, Chris? It's really not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Tim, don't be silly. For you to get us all gym memberships in this economy really says a lot. And at the Four Seasons, no less. How luxurious.
Chris, it's not the Four Seasons, it's the 4 Cs, the Chittenden County Correctional Center.
Well, anyway, this place is great, Tim. It's so exclusive here. They have actually put up special razor-sharp fencing to keep out the non-gym members. And they have cool complimentary one-piece orange uniforms to work out in.
Chris, I don't think you understand. That's actually a...
state-of-the-art facility? Yeah, I know. It's so much more alternative than any other place I've ever worked out.
Alternative, you say? How so?
Well, Tim, everyone here has lots of tattoos, for one thing. And everyone gets a cool nickname like Mad Dog and Bambi.
Okay, Chris, I think you should know that you are actually exercising at...
Hang on, Tim. Hang on. Mad Dog, okay, I understand. Your back's not going to wash itself. He's such a hands-on trainer.
Yeah, I'm sure that he is. So why don't you tell us what muscle groups that you're working on, Chris, and Mad Dog with?
All of them at the same time, Tim.
What? How's that even possible?
That's what I mean about this place being so alternative. The workout programs are almost all wrestling-based, and wrestling works the whole body. I was sore in places I've never been sore before, Tim.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. The other thing is, everyone here is so nice. They give me compliments all the time, like, "You're so good looking, Chris," and "Hey, fresh meat," and
maybe pretty mouth?
That's right, Tim. Have you worked out here before?
No. No, but my uncle Dave worked out there for 3 to 5. Chris, I think you really need to be careful there. It's really not what you think.
Tim, I won't overdo it. Did you know my trainer Mad Dog took an interest in me right away? Murderer Mike was my original trainer, but knowing that I was an LNS VIP client, Mad Dog traded with him.
Wait, traded for what?
4 cans of tuna and a pack of Pall Mall.
Wait a minute, you were traded for tuna?
Yes, Tim. You know how these weightlifters like their protein.
Well, Chris, I'm glad that you're awfully happy with the facility.
I really am. The only thing is...
what's that, Chris?
Well, the whole locker room shower thing. It gets a little weird sometimes.
Geez, what happened, Chris?
It's nothing, I guess. Just a very, very close group of workout pals. Anyway, Tim, thanks a lot for the anal membership.
No, Chris, it's actually annual membership. Annual. We'll see you soon, maybe like in 3 to 5. There's Chris, our man on the street. All right, tonight's guest is a cartoonist and cover artist for the New Yorker magazine. In fact, he made the cover last week in the Easter special right here. And he's also the author of many children's books. Won't you please welcome Harry Bliss?
Hey, Tim. Thanks, buddy. How are you? Good to see you. All right.
You got some doings going on.
Oh, yeah, Tim. Well, you know,
I think it's great.
Yeah? Yeah?
Now this marks, this is the Easter cover that came out last week. And tell us, how many covers have you actually had on the New Yorker magazine?
I've done 18 or 19. 18
or 19 covers. That's amazing. Do you know what the circulation is offhand of the New Yorker?
It's like 1 million, close to 1,900,000. Yeah.
That's a weekly magazine. That's a lot of stuff to be putting together in a week, right?
It is. It's arguably, I think it's the best magazine in the country.
Well, yeah,
not
you're
just
on
because.
The cover for
well, no, I mean,
of course you do.
But in terms,
I think this is the best damn talk show ever.
But
Why
honestly,
so? Why do you think so?
yeah, well, because the journalism, and I think it's just an all-around. I was talking to somebody earlier today. I think they should have a New Yorker channel. I mean, because technology is leaning that way anyway, towards
Sure.
everything. Ultimately, everything's going to be on a Mac or a PC or whatever it is. But we're going to have.
Did you just get paid to say the word Mac?
Well, I could say Kindle too, and Amazon would be paying me some money. But no, that's the future. And I always say there should be an NPR channel. There should be to give us more options other than CNN, which is essentially garbage. But we're getting off the track. We're getting sidetracked.
Let me ask you, how did you get involved in drawing cartoons?
Well, both of my parents met in art school, so I kind of didn't have a choice. Basically, if you were growing up in my house and you couldn't tell the difference between a Ben Shahn drawing and an Andy Warhol drawing, you were beaten with a pussy willow branch about the head. So.
And they throw pencils into your eyes.
Yeah,
probably.
they would. But there was a lot of encouragement too. But there was no. I have three, sisters and brothers and cousins who are all artists. So, really.
So this really runs in your family then.
Yeah. There's some sort of self-indulgent artistic gene that just soaks in. Yeah.
And it's not so even all the illustrations that you have like on the New Yorker, but you have a lot of children's books to your credit as well too. Tell us about some of those.
Well, I do work in the children's book field. It's interesting because I do work for the New Yorker. I do cartoons and I do covers for the New Yorker. I also do work for Playboy. In the past, I do.
Okay.
And actually,
wait, what do you do for Playboy?
I do
Because it's all about the articles. I've never seen any of the pictures.
Me neither. It's but I do cartoons for them, and actually Hugh Hefner still looks over all of the cartoon submissions. Most people don't know this, but
I bet he also looks over all the models.
He does,
too.
but I mean, and you have to respect the guy. He's an icon, and
Yeah.
he's probably in his mid-80s, I think. But he still sends me back. His assistant will send me back my rough that I'd submitted to Playboy with his little signature on it. OK Hef. So it's very interesting. But I have to sort of keep those two careers, those two. Obviously I visit elementary schools.
You have to keep the children's books and Playboy separate.
I don't go to the schools and show them the Playboy cartoons.
Now,
that would be wrong. So, yeah.
Is there a favorite style aside from the Playboy cartoons? Is there a favorite style that you like?
Well, I like doing. People often say, "Where do you get your ideas from?" And they're everywhere. I love relationship cartoons.
Okay.
I like irreverent material, basically, and a lot of that stuff will end up in, I'm syndicated in the Boston Globe and through Tribune Media, but a lot of the stuff that isn't printable, say, in the New Yorker or other, the syndication will end up in 7 days, which is nice because I have that outlet here locally to do that. But pretty much irreverent, relationship things I like to do.
Let's ask about how did you find Vermont? How did you come across living in Vermont?
I came to Vermont to essentially follow my son's mother, who relocated here with her husband to be. So I basically followed them,
And how
to be
long
closer
ago was
to him. That was 2001.
2001. So you haven't been here all that long then?
Been here about 9 or 10 years.
From where?
I was living in Nyack, New York. Then prior to that, Philadelphia for 12 years. I always like to say served 12 years in Philadelphia because I don't know if you've been to Philly, but it's. And then I'm originally from Rochester, New York.
Okay, so
Upstate.
an upstate boy.
Yeah.
You said Philadelphia Flyers fan?
I was until Eric Lindros joined the team. So.
Until he joined the team?
Until he joined the team. Yeah, I lost a lot of faith in. I'm a huge hockey fan, so I like to play hockey. My son plays hockey for South Burlington High School. So, and the Catamounts,
How about that?
I know, amazing.
Yeah.
So Frozen Four.
Great season for
Yeah,
those guys.
awesome.
Yeah, great season
Yeah.
for them.
So,
And you play. So you play in a men's pickup league then?
I play in a men's pickup league. Sometimes I skate out. Sometimes I play goal. And sometimes I fall. I do a lot of falling. I'm not a bad player. I'm much better skating out than I am at playing goal.
No kidding.
But I find that the sport of hockey. I think I discovered sports, really a passion for sports in my 30s. I'm 46, so.
That's my next question.
I know. I'm also telepathic. So I think there's a real.
Those of you all in telekinesis, raise my hand right now.
But I tend to intellectualize to a certain extent certain sports, and hockey gets such a bad rap because it's such a smart game. And most people toss the game out, not so much here because we live in northern Vermont, there's a lot of winter sports, but because they can't skate. And they can't get past the fact that they can't skate. So they discard the game after that. But to watch these UVM players, which is amazing to have that so close, and to see them skate, it's not like they're throwing a ball with their hand. They're on skates, they have a stick, and then they have a puck. And they have to zoom around the ice.
You're certainly familiar with the game.
And they have to get inside. A little sarcasm.
No.
Look at you.
No. Now, do you go to a lot of the UVM games? You say your son plays for South Burlington High School?
Yeah, we both go. Yeah, we go with, there's a friend of ours who gets tickets whenever they're available. He emails me first, and I gobble them up and go to their games, yeah.
They're fun games.
I actually spent a night with Raleigh a couple months back, yeah.
We don't want to talk about that. It's still a family show.
All right. Didn't sound like one earlier.
You spent the night with Raleigh?
Oh, yeah. We, had a little party at my house, and he brought some other mascots from the Wildcat. Making all this up, so.
No, you're not, are you?
Yeah.
The pictures are on eBay.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, there's some on my Facebook page of Raleigh.
Of Raleigh?
Yeah, he signed a card, one of those little, personalized cards, and says, "Thanks for a great night, Harry."
That Raleigh, he's
you know
a
what I'm
wild
talking
one.
about, yeah?
He's careful though, he's got rabies. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hey, also you think that the media kind of manipulates reality, kind of switching gears here. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Go from Raleigh the Wildcat to the media. The Wildcat.
The Wildcats.
Yeah, I think the media, it's tricky how it's evolved over the years. Actually, it's progressively gotten worse and worse. I was just talking to somebody today about CNN and how that's our news. For some of us, I'm generalizing, but I think there should be an NPR station. And I think the New Yorker should have a New Yorker channel. I think they should essentially take the magazine and put it on TV. Mm-hmm. We need more options. We need other things than Nancy Grace. What the, and Glenn Beck and these people that we rely on for our news, and it's so it's so angry.
Do you feel that it's more one-sided because they have that opportunity?
It's ignorant.
Okay.
It's based on it's very opinionated. It's very opinionated, and I find it ignorant news. Yeah. And it's but we need the nice thing about you can go to the New York Times website and you can access the New York Times and you can click a button and it says Global Edition. So instead of reading the New York Times on the web and getting a United States perspective on the news, one click of a button you can get a Global Edition, which is nice. It's nice to have these options, but. No, I can't stand the media that we have right now. That's why when I watch TV, 99% of the time I'm watching, the Bruins kick some serious.
So is this your team now? Is the Bruins?
Yeah, they've been my team for a few years. Yeah, they're a great team. They're young and they're a great team.
Timmy Thomas,
UVM
player,
amazing,
huh?
Amazing. He looks great.
He just signed on for 4 years for $20 million.
$30 million, yeah.
$30 million.
$30 million. God bless him.
Yeah, unbelievable. Great guy.
Yeah, you met him?
I met him. I actually worked with his wife. I used to work with his wife.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
My son took his camp at Cairns Arena, yeah.
Oh, is that right? Last summer?
The goalie camp, or the hockey camp, yep.
No kidding. Harry, we're going to go out to commercial break. What's the website for you?
My website is www.harrybliss.com.
Pretty easy. Harry, thank you very much for being here. We got more Late Night Saturday coming up right after this.
Say Dave, what did he say about To be a part of our economic stimulus plan and for your free tickets to be a member of our studio audience, win fabulous prizes too, log on to LateNightSaturday.com or visit the customer service desk at South Burlington's University Mall for tickets to upcoming show. Now here's Tim.
All right. Thank you very much, Jamie Polly, and thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Good luck with everything that you're doing.
Thank you so much,
Really
Tim.
appreciate
it. Yeah.
You ready to rock it out right now?
Rock out.
Bliss and Angst. Here we go. Taken to the Fairpoint Communication stage is a up-and-coming acoustic and alternative rock band right out of Essex Junction, Vermont. Won't you please welcome Friday's Angst?
Let me see you anywhere for days on end. I walk on air, and when it smells perfume in your head, I blindly follow anywhere just to be with you there. Anytime you see me and you smile, I think that it's been too long a while. You say hello and I'm beguiled. You ask, I walk 1,000 miles just to be with you a while. Lost in a haze, trapped in a maze. You put me in a happy day. Put me in a happy day. Yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Anytime I see you, just by chance, every move for me is a kind of dance. No matter what the circumstance, you put me in a giddy trance. Anytime I catch that glance. Once in a while when our eyes meet, a shudder near knocks me off my feet. I know I have to fast retreat before my shock is indiscreet. Oh, I just admit defeat. Lost in a haze, trapped in a maze. You put me in a happy daze. Put me in a happy daze. Where's the light in your bright eyes? I'm struck right down, I'm hypnotized. No matter how hard my mind might try, you cut me right back down to size. Yeah, yeah, I'm hypnotized. Lost in a haze, trapped in a maze. You put me in a happy daze. Put me in a happy daze. Yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
All right, thanks so much. We've got to wrap things up here for you. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it.
For having us.
Friday's Angst, what's that all about?
Well, the lead singer's name is Hal Friday.
Ah.
He's got lots of angst.
Lots of angst. All right. CD is available?
Soon, coming out soon.
Coming out he's got a deep voice too. Coming out very soon. All right, well, thanks for staying up with us. And to my guest, Harry Bliss, and musical guest, Friday Angst. Next week on the show, we'll sit down with Jay Craven to find out about Celebrate Champlain and musical guest in this century. Remember to support local artists, just like the folks you've seen here tonight. We'll see you next time on Late Night Saturday.
Sitting there with your friends and you're all of one mind, and nobody pretends that they much like my kind. I'm not ashamed of my roots, cause that would make me a fool, but I was in army boots when them folks paid for their school. And even if I choose to let it go, it's not like you don't know. It's not like you don't know. You knew that something was wrong, you told me after the fact. I know I just don't belong, so how then should I react? And we've lost plenty of men, but they're not from where you live. I buried more than one friend, that makes it hard to forgive.